Hi, this is Mark from Skywagon University. We had a request from somebody earlier to do a smaller, cheaper plane that would appeal to people who haven't got 200 grand. Sam Powell here from Ashland, Oregon, called and said, can I bring my 150 down? I'm breaking in the engine. So we brought down this fantastic 67 150 G.
Yep.
Good. So I'm going to be asking him a lot of questions. It's literally just been broken in. It's got how many hours on the engine now?
7 hours on
7
the
hours.
fully
And
overhauled
you crossed
engine.
mountains and fog.
Yep.
Thanks.
Yeah.
So we'll have a look around it and we'll be talking to Sam about what he's recently done to it. So a little background information on 150s. They made about 24,000 of them between 1958 and 1977 when it was replaced with the 152.
Yep.
This is a 67. 2,100 and something of them were made in 1967. In 66, they made 8 a day. That's the biggest production year of 150s, 8 a day. So Sam, tell us about yours. What's your plan? What are you up to with it?
So this 150 is mostly for time building. It has an IFR Avionics upgrade and low time engine, so I plan to use it just for getting my commercial hours and my instrument rating.
How many hours have you got at the moment?
I've got about 100 hours flight time.
Okay. Did you learn in a 150?
I learned in a 172 with 180 horsepower 0360,
okay.
Which a lot more power than this.
So how do you feel about 96 horsepower? These are 96 horsepower, aren't they?
Yeah, something like that. I definitely have to be more cautious, give myself an extra room to take off, extra room to climb out, but besides that, as long as I'm
Do you live in
cautious.
a mountainous area?
I do. Yeah, our airport is about 2,000 feet AGL, and there's mountains about 7,000 feet all around.
And what's the ceiling of a 150?
This one ceiling is 11,400 feet, and I think with half tanks and one person, you could get it closer to 12 or 13,000 on a cold day.
How long have you had it?
I've had it for about a week now. I just signed the bill of sale and paid, and yeah, but I've been working on it for about 3 months at this point.
And the engine, you put it in?
I installed the engine, yeah.
So tell us what it is. I mean, it's a O200A, right?
O200A, yeah. It's got roughly 100 horsepower from factory. The cylinders were all replaced last January, and then the engine was fully overhauled over the last 6 months and just installed. Yeah, nothing special. It's just a low power, low fuel burn engine.
And you installed it?
I installed it, yeah.
And then you test flew it today?
Yes, and I had my A&P.
And he got here, so it can't be that bad.
It's good. Smooth all the way.
So a few 150 statistics. These hold what?
26 gallons, and it's 23.5 usable.
Okay. 2 tanks.
Yep.
Metal tanks.
Metal tanks.
No bladders.
No bladders, yep.
Okay, so you can remove that top skin and take out a tank.
Yep.
Yeah, I like that. That's good. And the wingspan is less than a 172. It's like 33 feet on them, isn't it?
Yep.
And then I noticed a few modifications around the airframe. Tell us about that. I see VGs.
Yes, we've got VGs on the tail and the wing, which lower the stall speed by about 5 to 6 miles an hour. So it stalls around 30, 33 miles an hour, I'd say. Pretty low. And then it also increases the aileron authority on short final when you're coming in low airspeed.
A higher angle of attack. Ailerons are still effective.
Exactly, yeah.
Nice on a trainer.
Really nice, yeah. Yeah, it gives a little bit more stability.
Okay.
Yep.
And who painted it? It's got a beautiful paint job on it.
It was painted by someone locally in Ashland about 7 years ago, and has been kept in a shade hanger since then, and will continue to be in a shade hanger.
Good. Keep him inside.
Yep.
Because this thing's nearly as old as me.
Yeah, exactly.
So the performance on these, what's the gross weight on it?
Gross weight is about 1,100 pounds, or sorry, 1,600 pounds gross weight.
Okay.
Yeah.
And useful load?
Useful load is just under 500 pounds.
So 500, how much of that is gas? So
26 gallons, that's what, 6 gallons, or 6 pounds per gallon. Yeah.
So 2 people, full fuel.
You have like 50 pounds
You're right
to play
there.
with. Yeah.
Because I learned in one of these, I learned in a 77, and my instructor weighed 250 pounds.
Oh God, yeah.
And he forgot to mention, when he told me to solo, that the plane would be 250 pounds lighter. And all my positions for takeoff, turn, crosswind, base, final were 500 feet higher.
Wow.
Because he'd got out and hadn't mentioned it. So it's a big deal.
Yes.
Okay, good. Cruise speed, fuel burn, those sort of things. What are the numbers on this one?
It cruises, depending on RPM, I'd say about 2,300 RPM. You cruise around 90 knots, so it's fairly
100
slow.
100 miles an hour.
100 miles an hour, yeah, it's not too bad. Fuel burn, flying it down here, it's in the break-in period, so I was full throttle. I was burning about in between 7 and 8, on climb and descent.
And if you were like doing a Cono hour building and it wasn't a zero-time engine, how little could it burn in cruise?
If you sit on cruise 2,200. You can burn about 5 or 6 gallons an hour.
5 gallons an hour. So that's cheap.
Yeah, one of the most
building.
efficient hour builders.
That's why they're
Yep.
so popular.
Exactly, that's why I bought it.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
So here we are inside it. Sam is 6 feet tall and he's in a Cessna 150.
Yeah.
4 inches of headroom, perfectly comfortable.
It's great.
Yeah. So this is very nice looking panel on it. And you've recently done this to us. Tell us a little bit about the panel on it.
Yes, so this is an Apollo GX65. It's a GPS comm. It's a VFR GPS. I kept it in here just for the comm. This is newly installed. It's a Garmin GPS 175. It'll give IFR capability and is a fantastic unit for the price.
Is that a comm?
No, it's just a GPS.
Okay.
No nav, no comm. So this plane does not have a nav radio, just a GPS for IFR. And the GPS 175 is paired to this King KI-204 CDI, which will give me LPV approach capability.
So it's IFR.
It's IFR, yep, and I just got it certified, so it is.
And you've got an engine analyzer in it showing fuel flow?
Yep, this is fuel flow. It's the JPI FS450. It shows used fuel, remaining fuel, your current fuel burn, all that important information.
And a rear view mirror.
Rearview mirror, the most
Why
important
is there a
part.
rear view mirror in it?
I have no idea.
Because everything's coming up from behind.
Apparently, yeah. Yeah, you're so slow, you're going to get overtaken on a 150.
But also, the real reason that my instructor told me was that you can look out of it when you're taking off to check the center line is in view behind you when you're taking off so you don't drift. Yeah. But I've seen some things come up from behind as well. In it.
Yeah. Yep.
So, since the cowling has been handily unscrewed, let's pop it off and have a look at this new engine you put in. Look at that, fire-breathing 100 horsepower O200A Continental with an 1800 hour TBO. It's 18
yep.
these?
1800 hours.
So 1800 hour TBO, and it's got 7 on it, so there's a lot of fun to be had.
Yep.
Tell us about some of the things under here.
It's got a lightweight Skytex starter on it, and this it used to be a pull start actually, so you'd have a cable inside of the cabin, and you'd pull it as you primed it. This, now you just hit a button and prime it, and it starts right
Has that got a clutch, or is that direct drive in there?
I believe it's got a clutch, but I'm not sure about that.
Because the bigger ones, the bigger Continentals are 90 degrees through an angle drive.
Oh, interesting.
But you've got so much room back here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look at that tiny little thing. 200 cubic inches of training power. Beautiful.
It's great.
Looks like you put her in right.
Yeah, it all works well, and it's got roughly new mufflers, a couple years old. It has the optional oil filter over here, which is actually just a screen filter. So you take this off and you take the screen out and clean it and put it back in, and you're good to go. So no spin-on oil filters needed.
Excellent. Good. Well, let's fire it up and see how she flies.
Sounds good.
First time in a 150 in a while. Looking forward to it.
Possible traffic, that's a 2900 Echo, 7.5 miles. There we go. West, we'll be
Slowly over here.
left downwind for 23.
We'll keep them a bit quieter.
5 will be number 2, I believe. Good. Bassville traffic, Cherokee 16 Romeo is left base for 23. Bassville. Bassville traffic, Cherokee 16 Romeo is clear of 23 at taxiway D. Delta. Bassville.
So we're about 36 pounds lighter.
Traffic, that's a 2900 Echo.
Oh, because of the fuel we burnt.
Miles to the southwest.
Good, that's about a tenth of my weight.
All right, run up. Make sure our instruments look good. This will spool up. That's 0. Altimeter is set. What's that field altitude here?
575.
All right, great. CDI is good. Vertical speed is good. Heading that to. Yep. And our coordinator is level. All right. Windows, doors closed and latched.
Yep.
Good. Mixture full rich. Go 1700 RPM. Magnetos left. Left drop about 80. Good. Back to both. Back up. Right. Right drop 70. Good. Back to
Echo is
both.
down
Yep.
for 235.
Carb heat. Good drop on carb heat. Back up. All right. Oil pressure looks good. Temps coming up. Our suction is good. Amps. Check that. Amps are good. All right. And idle check. All right, transponder, we're on L1200, good, 1228. All right, I think we're ready.
Do you use flaps ever for takeoff?
I don't on this, it diminishes it long run, so you get worse climb performance. All right, good to go?
Clear final, let's do it.
Yeah, clear final. Placerville traffic, Cessna 3902 Juliet, departing runway 23, local flight, left traffic, Placerville. Up for traffic, Cessna 345 forward. 20 miles from
Looking at today's weather, it's hard to believe we had 6 inches of snow 3 days ago.
That's insane. Yeah. All right, on center line. Center line, we'll go full power.
There she is, all 100 horsepower.
100 horsepower, not much of it. All right, instruments look good. Airspeed's alive. That's 40. There's 50. 60. Take the nose wheel off. Nice and gentle. Ground effect. Ground effect. And we're up.
He's flying.
Flying. Not a performer, but that's all right.
No, it's great. It's a perfect trainer.
Yeah.
When I was learning at Fullerton, we were at like 600 feet.
Yeah.
200 Echo, left base 423, possible.
So, I mean, today it's about like 2,700 feet density.
Yep, and we're climbing about 300 feet a minute.
With 3/4 tank, 2 people.
Yep. Not too bad.
I mean, if you need to outbuild or learn or just have fun in a small plane that doesn't cost much to own or maintain, it's hard to beat these.
Yeah, it really is. It's a perfect one-person adventure plane. I've got my camping gear in the back and planning to go camping tonight.
Yeah. That's excellent.
Yeah.
And they range in price between like 20 and 50 grand for the two extremes. This is the top end of it because it's so nice.
Yeah, I agree. Possible traffic, Cessna 3902 Juliet, turning left crosswind 23, local flight, possible.
This is the view that the rear view mirror gets.
Proceed with landing on wind for runway 0, we make left road traffic on runway 0.
Traffic 23,
That little field down there, that's our emergency landing field. For what it's worth.
Good to know.
10 miles south of left field.
And this little canyon here is our downwind.
200.
Possible traffic, Cessna 3902 Juliet, turning left downwind 23, local flight, Placerville. Yep, we're getting better climb performance now, about 500 feet a minute. Full power, mixture's full rich. But we'll be coming down soon.
It doesn't matter how slow a plane is, it's always 5 times faster than driving.
Exactly.
Kilo, that's 2 mile final, 334.
For my mission, this plane is exactly what I needed. Perfect.
Exactly.
Echo clear 23.
They haven't really improved on anything since.
Seriously. The engines are basically the same.
Put this in here for the landing.
Sounds good.
If it moves, it wasn't a very good landing.
I had a turbo landing coming in, so we'll see. So you just dump 40 flaps and it's great. You go so slow. It's fantastic.
Yeah, these have 40 degrees.
40 degrees flaps, yep.
That's the increment up there.
Alright, we're being there and runway numbers, pull the power back.
Go 41 single mic, 10 miles to the south, landing.
And carb heat comes out. These get carb icing really easily because the oil pan is just a bag. It's a separate sump. It doesn't go around the carbs, so they get icing real easily. Carb icing. Gotta be careful of that. Flap range will go 10 degrees.
Record.
Yep. And trim. Watch the airspeed. Airspeed's about 75. That's good.
Flashville, Silver Alaska, wind 3 kilos, a mile and a half north this time. Go to midfield crosswind for 23 Flashville.
Placerville traffic, Cessna 3902 Juliet, turning left base 23, touch and goes, Placerville. Want to do a touch and go or full stop?
Oh, we can full stop.
Yep, sounds good. Alright, I'll go ahead and do 20 degrees flaps. The flap range on this is 100 miles an hour. So you can put 10 degrees flaps when you're going 100 miles an hour.
That's full cruise.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
16, put a little high.
That's good for training.
It's fantastic.
We'll put it in.
Alright.
Final's clear.
Yep. Placerville traffic, Cessna 3902 Juliet, turning final 23, full stop, Placerville. We'll go 30 degrees flaps. I like to wait until short finals to put full flaps in. Now our RPM back. Traffic, midfield.
Somebody on crosswind, yeah. Yep. Look how the valley is full of fog still.
Yeah, it's amazing. Ooh, nice little gust. All right, pull a little power back.
What runway you plan on departing? 16? traffic.
I'll go full flaps.
It's got to be a greaser.
3 kilo, turning down, wind 23 Placerville.
Alright, we're 70 on the speed. It looks good. Keep the speed up. Poppy lights look good.
Traffic signal 5 miles west of the field. We will fly over the field 3,200 and we will join.
Alright, full power back.
45
Level off. And touch.
Perfect.
Bit of a rough landing, but we got it down.
It was sinking and you salvaged it perfectly. I mean, you didn't pull back and stall it, you didn't porpoise it. Yeah, no, that was great.
Fantastic. I mean, it lands so short. If I had braked hard there, we would have landed, stopped in 200, 300 feet. It's
In 2 right lines.
Yeah, exactly. Pretty incredible. That's the best part about this plane. But it takes off slow, puts down real quick.
My issue when I was learning in my 150 was landing. I was trying to land it so specifically that I wasn't doing it well. And the instructor finally said, right, I want you to not land. I want you to hold it off above the ground as close as you can for as long as you can with the power back.
Yep.
And in doing so, I accidentally did a perfect landing.
Yep,
And
exactly.
he said, that's what I want you to do.
It took me so long to get the landings down. It was, I just kept pointing the nose down when I was trying to land instead of holding it back and letting it dissipate airspeed, and that was a good lesson to learn.
Exactly. Because takeoffs you get into fairly soon in training. Flying, obviously, you're doing immediately.
Yep.
But landings are mandatory.
Exactly. Yeah, and I used to get, I mean, I am afraid of heights, ironically. So on final, I'd get a little, okay, wow, we're doing this, but it just takes practice.
I cannot clean my gutters out on a 2-story house. I'm scared of heights.
Wow.
But for some reason, I can look out of a side window of a plane at 10,000 feet with 1/4 millimeter of plastic between me and death, and I don't feel it.
Exactly, me too.
It's strange.
Yeah, it really is. But that's the beauty of flying, I guess.
Yeah. So we flew it and survived, thanks. So Sam is 18, I just heard he's 18. He's bought this plane through money that he's earned through working and like doing various deals on things. Our building in it towards becoming an air attack pilot.
Yep, flying fires.
Yeah. Excellent. And in the back, there's a backpack in the tent in the back. I mean, this is the way to do it. Yeah. The up and coming pilots. So we're very grateful for you bringing this in. This has been a great video.
Great.
So thanks very much.
Yeah, thank you. I really appreciate it, Mark.
Yeah. I hope it all comes out the way we think it is.
Yeah.
So Mark, Skywagon University, thanks for watching. We have a little subscribe button.
And hit the bell.
Do you want it? This will be in the outtakes. So yeah, click on the little subscribe and hit the bell if you want notifications. And if anybody else has got a plane, a nice version of itself like this, because you know there's a lot of 150s around, but there's not many that are this nice. If anybody's got a plane similar to this that would want to fly it in and do a similar kind of video, just let us know.